What's up, everybody? It's that time again. It's Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and it's time for the most exciting hour of sports and CP topics known anywhere on the internet and LetGoRadio.net. We are live right now on LetGoRadio.net and Facebook Live. I'm D to the J with the roll away. And back here is my lovely wife, Emmy. She has decided to join us again. We'd like to hey, Justin, how you doing, brother? We want to thank everybody for tuning in as everybody comes in to the Sports Minion Radio Show. We have so many things to cover today. I have a lot of announcements before we get into everything. All right, first and foremost, you guys need to stay tuned for this. We have a CP walk/roll coming up. We're planning on doing this. We don't have a date for it yet, but y'all stay tuned. It's going to be great. We are doing a CP walk/roll for CP awareness. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be during CP month, because this is March is CP awareness month, but we are going to have it coming in soon. Hey, Nikki, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for joining us. So we've got the CP walk coming up /roll, so y'all stay tuned for that. Miss Edwina will get you guys the date as soon as we get everything squared away, but that is coming, so everybody get ready for that. Also, the CP conference this year is going to be held at the Comfort Inn in Suffolk. Now, again, we don't have a date on that yet, but that is also coming up. A lot of exciting events coming up, so we need to get ready for those. Y'all mark your calendars. Again, as soon as we get the events out, I know Miss Winnie is working on finalizing everything. Hopefully, Miss Winnie will join us later in the broadcast. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. Also want to let you know, November the 8th, okay, it's going to be at the 757 Hub at 5 o'clock is going to be the Caregivers Gala. I had the privilege of speaking last year at the Caregivers Gala. Yes, I'm going to be speaking again. Will I be breaking boards this time? Probably not. I wanted to do that as a special thing. I know a lot of people enjoyed that. I know a lot of people were shocked by it when I did it. So, I do say, that was a lot of fun, but I will be speaking again. Going to do something special, but probably won't be breaking boards this month, that month, or that time, I should say. Now, also, I want to let you guys know, guys, when we broadcast these events, get your tickets early, because these events fill up fast. And as these events come in, I'm letting you guys know.
Hi, Ronald.
Hey, Ronald, how you doing? They turn in and they come up quick. So you guys can talk to Miss Winnie about getting your tickets for the CP conference coming up. You can talk to Miss Winnie about getting your tickets for the walk/roll, the CP walk/roll, the Caregivers Gala, November 8th. That's going to be a big one. Y'all make sure to get your tickets early, because it fills up fast. If you're interested in being a speaker or talking at the Caregivers Gala, please contact Miss Winnie. Contact me, and I can get your information to Miss Winnie. You can also go to kellyschoiceinc.org and submit your story for your caregiver. You guys, that needs to happen as everybody is tuning in. We're getting viewers left and right now. Hey, Josh. Shihan, what's going on? Shihan Teddy Telly in the house. Let's see what she said. Hey, I wasn't today due to the you made it last week. I'm so happy. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. All right, so I've got a couple of announcements. I got to get this thing out here real quick, but y'all get ready, because we got a lot of stuff coming up in the next over the next 6 months. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming in. My next karate tournament, and this is for Grandmaster Jack Dart. I told him I would do this as everybody comes in. Hey, Josh, how you doing? All right, so we've got the Battle of the Seven Cities, the 17th annual Battle of the Seven Cities, June 6th, the Martial Arts Championship for Grandmaster Jack Dart holding this. This will be held Saturday, June 6th. Location, Atlantic Shores Christian School Gymnasium, 1217 Centerville Turnpike, North Chesapeake, Virginia, 23320. 30 minutes away from the ocean front. You can come to the tournament and go to the beach after the tournament is over. Y'all make sure that y'all stay. Black belt grand championship, expense money, no defending grand champion. Men's grand championship point sparring division, $400 in a belt. Women's grand championship point sparring division, $400 in a belt. Weapons versus empty hand grand will be $300 in a belt. All competitors must have their gear, mouthpiece, headgear, footgear, cup, all that stuff. Women wear your supportive gear and your supportive protective gear. I'm not going to say it on the air. Got to keep it clean. Y'all need to be protected. Y'all want to be protected now. I will tell you, 2 points for a kick, 1 point for a hand connection. No face contact below the black belt division. That is below black belt division only. Black belt will have face contact, but it will be light contact. Can't go to knock somebody out and take the head off. You do that, Master Jack gonna throw you out. Arbitrators will be there. You guys have a problem, go to the arbitrator, not Master Jack. Make sure that y'all do that. Do want to let you know it is for the pricing real quick. Want to make sure that I get that in here. Let me. He's got the rules listed here.
Arbitrator's fee is $10. Children 5 and under is free.
Okay.
Competitor's fee, one or all divisions for $70.
Ooh, look at that. Miss Emmy beat me to it. It's $70 for 1 or 3 events, and it will be kata, forms, weapons, and sparring, those 3 events. So if you guys are interested, I'm telling you now, cash, no checks, no refunds.
Hi, Charles.
Cash money. Big Charles, what's going on, brother? Charles Dunn joined us on the Sports Minion Radio Show. Got everybody tuning in. All right. So I promised Master Jack I would do that, and this is going to be my 9th Battle of the 7 Cities, and I'm very, very happy to say that I'm competing in my last tournament. I haven't told a lot of people about that, but this is going to be my last tournament, and I wanted to make it special with a bang. So this is going to be my last tournament, June 6th. Very happy to be competing for Jack. My last tournament year, I should say, because I'm probably going to compete in a couple others as well. Got the Old School Classic in September. I've got the Superstars tournament in November. I've got a lot of tournaments that I'm looking at. All right. So real quick, there are going to be some changes coming up while I've got so many viewers watching as you guys come in. There are going to be some changes coming up. Thank you, Miss Nikki. I appreciate it. To the Sports Minion Radio Show. What I have right now on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock, the show that's going on right now, is a combined show with sports. I do sports for the first 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes or so, and then I also do a CP topic after that. What is going to happen in the next 2 weeks? I am moving my sports show to Friday at 5:30. So the Sports Minion Radio Show is moving from Wednesdays at 2 to Friday at 5:30, okay? That is every Friday at 5:30. The Sports Minion Radio Show will still exist. Now, the show on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock is still going to be here, but I am changing the title, and it is becoming My CP Does Not Define Me with DJ Carter. We're going to have that, every Wednesday at 2 o'clock from 2 to 3. That is going to be CP and disability-based only. I've had so many people ask me, can you please have a CP show? Can you please have a CP show? We love your CP show. Yes, guys. Yes. All right. So I have answered your question. I am going to have a cerebral palsy / disability show, CP only. Well, I don't want to say CP only because we are going to cover other disabilities as well. Ain't my wife pretty? She looks so pretty. I just tell you, she's so happy. Anyway, I'm happy to do this. My show repertoire is expanding. I'm going to be on some other shows. I'm helping out some other people. So there are things going on. My life is filling up very fast as everybody continues to join in. Sorry, my voice cracked live on the radio. Man, I'm so... Yeah, Charles, I actually talked with Devontae, and we have a meeting set for tomorrow at 1 o'clock to get everything in there. So yeah, we've been working on that. Thank you so much for the recommendation there, the shout out there. Guys, Charles has been helping me out a lot behind the scenes too. Charles is a good dude. I got to tell you, he's a good dude. He's been helping me out a lot. So, yeah, I'm working with them, and we're going to get with the OPTV in there, and I'll have more about that as it comes. But again, Kelly's Choice and Miss Winnie is going to be my number one priority, as it always has been since day one. All right. Now, I got a lot of sports stories to get into. Let me get through these. All right. So basically, my top story right now is the Chargers running back, Eckler, got signed. A 4-year deal, $24.5 million. Now, Eckler was not expecting this. It says the Los Angeles Chargers agreed to a multi-year extension with running back Austin Eckler on Friday, reported a 4-year, $24.5 million contract with $15 million guaranteed. Brother just got paid. The 24-year-old was scheduled to become a restricted free agent, but he is under contract with the Chargers until 2024. Real quick on top of this, it does not look like Melvin Gordon is going to be re-signed. It's funny, they were talking about this the other day on NFL Network, and it's almost like, I don't want to say they parted ways with him, but from Eckler's standpoint, now he said he didn't know for sure, but from Eckler's standpoint, it looks like they can't come to terms with Melvin Gordon, and they've got so many, chances for the young backs on the roster, and there's a lot of young backs within free agency. I'm wondering if they're going to make, Carlos Hyde, Frank Gore. I cannot believe that. Next one is Mark Henry. Now, I got to tell you what, Henry for the Titans, I am surprised that the Titans have not signed this dude. You cannot let Henry go for what he did for you last year. Lord, how mercy! That dude is a train with legs, and it is very difficult to stop a train with legs. And I'm hoping that the Chargers make the right decision right here on the Sports Minion Radio Show as I yell at the top of my lungs. Please sign Henry. Don't let that man go. If y'all let Henry go, the Chargers are the Tennessee Titans are making the biggest decision they could. That would be a faux pas to say on the radio and keep it clean. So please re-sign Henry. Make everybody happy in Tennessee. All right, now here's the issue. Now, everybody's talking about Tom Brady and where Tom Brady's going to go. Sorry, babe. I'm talking with my hands. I said like that. My wife pushed my hand down. I don't want to cover her beautiful face. I'm sorry. Bad me. All right. So where's Tom Brady going to go? Okay, let me clear this up real quick. It doesn't matter where Tom Brady goes. Where Tom Brady goes, he's going to make them a better team. It doesn't matter if he goes to Tennessee. Okay, the reports are saying that he's going to go to Tennessee. I actually talked with my brother, and kind of an unseen thing here is the Cowboys don't really want to sign Prescott to a $40 million deal. Prescott wants $40 million. Dak Prescott ain't worth $40 million. Now, I'm not a Dallas fan. Don't hate me. Okay, they done offered him 33 and 35. This man got to break somewhere. You don't need $40 million a year. Okay, they done offered 33 and 30. They just offered him another one. Let me see what this one here is. Let me get this pulled up. It is the Dallas Cowboys have offered Dak Prescott a new contract worth $33 million annually with $105 million guaranteed. $105 million? Have you lost your mind? Anyway, I'm sorry, NFL. I ain't trying to go crazy, but $105 million. Do you know what I could do with $105 million? I could do jumping jacks blindfolded with $105 million.
I could buy a lot of pugs.
You could buy a lot of bugs. You sure could. I tell you, we'd have dogs running everywhere. Team officials have met with agents on both the quarterback and wide receiver Amari Cooper because they're trying to sign them both. The two players are pending free agents this offseason. Now, my thought on this real quick, with the Cowboys signing Prescott, if they don't sign him, oh, come on now, Charles. Look. All I'm saying in the open field of things, whether you make the playoffs or not, okay, whether you go in one game or not, whether you go all the way to the AFC Championship or the NFC Championship or not, if you lose, you go where? You go home until the next season. So is Dak Prescott worth money? Yes. To me, is he worth $40 million? No. They just paid Zeke Elliott that big contract, $15 million, and his production went down. When players receive big contracts, it seems to me that they tend to say, I got the money, I don't got to play no more. I got the money, I don't got to play no more. Okay, so maybe they don't do that, but it's like this. I've got my money, I'm paid, I'm secured. I really believe that the NFL and some of this with the CBA may be looked at. You've got to have incentive bonuses in there somewhere to figure out something, because you can't pay a guy $33 million because Prescott wants 40. Bottom line, Prescott wants 40. And I'm telling you, if I don't think I'll do something for you. All right, now y'all keep it clean. Look, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but you've already paid your running back. You've got a top receiver. You've got to worry about your offensive line. You've got the draft coming up. You've got unrestricted free agents. You've got guys that you're trying to re-sign, guys that are going to go. You better be careful, because I'm going to tell you what. Don't be surprised if they let Prescott slip, okay? Prescott goes to free agent because somebody's going to pay him. Somebody's going to pay the man. And Brady comes to the Cowboys. Don't be surprised if this happens, because Brady is going to go. You look at the receivers they've got. You look at the line they've got. You look at the offense they got. There you go, Charles. I got enough for you. All of that, and Brady goes in there. Do you know what that is going to do to the Cowboys? If Brady goes to the Cowboys, that's going to make them nasty. I didn't say nasty. I didn't say ugly. I said nasty. That's going to make the Cowboys sick. If Tom Brady goes to the Cowboys, I may never walk again. Don't quote me on that. I'm not going that far. I'm just letting y'all know. If Brady gets the Cowboys, my Lord, the end of the world is coming. All right. Couple of things on the Redskins. The Redskins have allowed Trent Williams to go to trade talks. If you look at it, Trent Williams doesn't want to play for the Redskins. We've talked about this off and on real quick. Just want to let you know, Trent doesn't want to play for him. That's why he's seeking a trade. And so far, let me see. The Redskins have got, from what I can see, everybody that is acquiring in the trade are the Arizona Cardinals, the Houston Texans, and the Cardinals and Texans are interested in Trent Williams from what I have right now. All right, here's the thing. And they're talking about, with the second pick, should the Redskins get Tua, the quarterback from Oklahoma. Let me explain one thing before we move to the CP topic, because Lord have mercy, I'm about to fall out my chair with this, and people don't understand. If your offensive line is no good, okay, if Trent Williams goes, we better get at least a second or a first. Is he worth that? I don't think so. Is he worth a second? Yes. We better get a second or first. If we don't, we have got to fix our line before we worry about getting a quarterback. Because if we get a quarterback, and Lord, if Brady goes to the Redskins, I'm going to run. I'm going to let you know. If we get a quarterback, we got to have a line to protect that quarterback back there, because if you have no line, it doesn't matter who it is, you ain't going to be protected. If you got guys blowing assignments, and that's where I think Ron Rivera is going to change the name of the game. I think he's going to make a smart decision. I really think that we should pick up Chase Young with number 2. I think that's going to we need another good wide receiver. But y'all like podcast, got smiley faces and laughing stuff up all over everywhere. That's probably Nikki. I probably got Nikki's stomach hurting again. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Now I got Emily laughing back here. But anyway, I'm just so confused why the Redskins are so worried about a quarterback when we got Dwayne Haskins and he's got potential. Let the man play a little bit. Goodness gracious. He's only going into his second year. For the love of God, let him play. Okay. So that's the end of that, and I don't know where else I'm going to go with that. I really hope everybody does well. I'll have more free agency in the upcoming weeks. I'll have more coming in the upcoming weeks going into that. So that's my 20 minutes of sports. Real quick, as I go back into the Friday show, which is coming up for 5:30 in 2 weeks, the Sports Minion Radio Show, it is going to be a 30-minute show. It is not going to be an hour. I'm going to do 30 minutes on sports on Fridays from 5:30 to 6. Okay, but the my CP does not define me with DJ Carter. It's going to be 1 hour, and yes, it will still be on Wednesdays at 2 from 2 to 3. All right, so moving on, as that was the most interesting 21 minutes in my life so far that no one can get back. And if you guys have a question or a comment, as in Charles is my God with Brady coming to the Cowboys, I know he's over there trying to hyperventilate into a bag somewhere. If Brady comes into the Cowboys, my goodness gracious, breathe, Charles. Everything's going to be all right. So, I'm having so much fun with this show now. I was talking to Miss Winnie last week. I told her, I said, I'm starting to feel the show a little bit as my viewers come on every week. I'm getting people to come in and ask questions. If you guys want to email me, the thesportsminionradioshow at yahoo.com, email Emmy or myself, and we will answer your questions as quick as we can, the most we can to get them in. My CP topic this week is just because you have cerebral palsy does not mean Nikki, Lord, she laughing over there. I knew I was going. Y'all don't understand. Me getting Nikki laughing is like my endorphin. If I get Emily, Lord, y'all see what's on my mind. My wife is on my mind. Ain't her hair so pretty? But anyway, I gotta talk about this because this really gets my goat to keep it clean. And I'm trying not to say a bad phrase on the radio, but I just about did right there. And Emily about to lose it. I don't know what's on her, the goat back. But go ahead. You can make your goat noise. Anyway, but I will tell you this. Just because you have cerebral palsy, it does not make you a second-class citizen. Now, I want to explain this. In my life, I'm 38 years old. Some are older than me. Some are younger than me. People with CP and disabilities in general, there are some people. There are those people that have their disability and it's, woe is me, I can't do anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to have other people wait on me because I can't do anything because woe is me and my life is terrible. I get those kind of people. Okay, they don't talk in that voice, and yes, I realize that voice was annoying. I'm talking about the people that have worked their rear end off their whole lives, and they're trying to get jobs, and they've gone to job after job after job after job, and they get rejected because of these three things. You're overqualified, we can't find you a position, or we can't make a position for you. Let me explain something.
They can't accommodate.
They can't. That's a good one too. Now, talking. They don't want to. Yeah, you see, that's what I think it comes down to. In all realism of life, all businesses want production. And if a business doesn't see production, They look at a person in a chair, and this is just my opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got a butthole, and it may stink, but to tell you the truth, this is my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. When an employer sees a person in a chair, most of the time, this is what I see. I'm going to hire this person here. They're in a chair. If I don't hire them, they're going to run over my foot. I will roll over your foot if you don't hire me because I'm in a chair. Yes, I will let you know. My problem with this is dedication. When people in wheelchairs are not even 500 feet from a job, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say no names. When they're 500 feet from a job, flower shop. When they're 500 feet from a job, Chinese restaurant. When they're 500 feet from a job and you apply and you have the qualifications to do so, but because the business is small, because the business down all the way, because the business is small, it's not. I understand you. I understand that you can't. I get you, Charles, brother. Trust me, I get you. And thank you for putting the asterisks in there because we keeping it clean on Facebook Live, baby. I love Charles, man. Y'all understand. It really irritates me when you got a person. And see, here's the thing. People that are wheelchair bound, in my opinion, look, you got people that are ambulatory. That means people can walk, okay, on their own 2 feet. They don't want to work. They want to complain. My back hurts. My feet hurt. I've been on my feet all day long. I've been working 3.5 hours and I want to go home. I'm so hungry. Look, put me somewhere and let me work. I don't care if I'm back in the back sorting paper. I don't care if I'm taking a mop going across the floor. I don't care if I'm talking to customers, telling them how ugly they look. Not that I would do that, but there's some ugly people in this world. I don't care what I do. If you put me in a job and I apply for that job, I'm going to give 100% or I ain't going to give nothing at all. And the thing about it is, I think that if employers can stop looking at disabilities and start looking at people and what they can do for their company, and I don't want to say this to give the wrong impression. Do you know how good it looks for a company when you hire a person with a disability? Not saying that you should do it for just that reason, but you get grants, you get money, and the world looks at you and says, oh, they hired a person with a disability. But here's the thing. That's the wrong way to be. That's the wrong way to be. That person with a disability is going to work double bananas to do his or her job. There are some hardworking, and I mean hardworking men and women in this world that have disabilities that give everything they've got. And it's looked at upon. I don't understand how this world has become so tunnel-minded that a person with a disability can or can't do something. And you know what? The truth is, Charles, a lot of us have. And if you can look past what you see in front of you and actually get to know the person instead of saying, okay, this person can't do the job because we have to accommodate. Emmy made a classic point. A lot of companies are not willing to accommodate because they have to change their store. They have to change the way they do things. Look, change happens everywhere. I change my underwear every day. I change my clothes every day. Change happens. You got to either get with it or get the heck out. And that's the way life works. But see, it's not only in jobs that disabled folks are looked at as second-class citizens. Here's my problem. Emily and I both have disabilities. I have cerebral palsy. She has spina bifida. Emily can say, can you help me with this? Don't go up to Emily and take something out of her hand. Look, I'm going to keep this clean, but Emily will smack the Lord Jesus. Y'all, tell him. Talk to him, please, because I'm going to lose it.
I just like to be asked first before assumed. So just ask me if I need help if you think I do.
Come over this way a little bit. I really think that a lot of people don't realize how mad that makes disabled people. It is, Josh. It really is. Change is a good thing. But here's the thing. And again, I got to use Food Line as a reference because that's my grocery store, y'all. I spend 2/3 of my money in Food Line. Shoot, I probably spend 3/3 of it in half. Okay, we'll go half. All right. Emily corrected me on that. That's okay. She got my back. I like to shop at Food Line, and I use the little stupid basket because I can't push the cart and roll at the same time. Do you know how many people try to take that basket out of my hand and put it up on the daggone conveyor belt for me? And do you know how many times I have to go, no, thank you, I've got it. And I have to keep a smile on my face when I want to turn around and go, Lord Jesus, if you don't stop trying to take this out of my hand, I'm going to backslap you and watch you fall down. Children, I understand. Children, I understand because there are some gifted children in this world. And some people really want to help. Some people really want to be genuine and really want to be nice and say, can you help me because, can I help you? Because if you want to hold the door for me, hold it. If you want to hold the door for me, hold it. Sorry, y'all. I had to take a drink of water. If you want to help me pick something up off the ground where you see my butt laying over there trying to reach it, drooling all over everywhere, can't get to the bottom of the floor, yeah, then you can help me pick it up. But look, if you come up to me and I got this in my hand and you come up and do this and you take it out of my hand and sit it on I'm going to turn around, just haul off and just belt you as hard as I can. No, I'm not really going to do that. But y'all got to understand.
Are you shaking it?
That's exactly what I'm thinking because it's irritating. People say, I work and walk 15 miles. Well, look, I roll 15 miles with no shoes on, and I'm telling you, I got no shoes on right now. Y'all just can't see them. The problem is we as people, and these labels have got to stop. Labels are destroying us as a community. Jerry has CP. Bill has spina bifida. Emily has spina bifida. DJ has cerebral palsy. Stop labeling that one with cerebral palsy. Do you know I'm gonna take that chair and bust you across your dome? Look, I don't like labels. I've said this before. I said this 2 years ago. I said it 3 years ago. Let me do it by myself before you. Let it be by myself before you help me. Just ask. Would you like me to help you? And if they say no, for the love of God, don't take their no as no, I don't want to do it myself. Some people want to do it themselves. If you get ran over by a 300-pound chair with a 230-pound person in the chair, that's 580 pounds. You gonna be hurt. Get out the way. I don't know how to make it any clearer. I really don't know how to make it. Right on, Brother Josh. Right on. I love that comment. I'm telling you. It irritates me to no end of how badly, and especially elderly people, dear God, elderly people. And I'm not trying to label, okay? I'm talking to people 70 and up. People that shouldn't be driving behind the wheel of a car, getting out the wheel of a car, walking up to you. Would you like me to help you lift that onto the conveyor belt? Lady, do you really? Can you just take your little wrinkled self and walk behind me, please? I love you, but dear God, I can lift a basket by myself. Now, there are some cases where everybody needs a little help. You know that song by the Beatles, Help, I Need Somebody, you know that song? Yeah, I get it. But when you're trying to be nice, Charles done wrote a long comment. Let me see. I'm a pro wheelchair boxer. I've been viewed as a little boy in the wheelchair by people in the business of boxing. However, actually a fighter in the game, respected as a real boy. But see, here's the thing. Charles, with that, you put in the time, you put in the effort, and you paid your dues. Going back to martial arts, boy, let me tell you. I got one. The little boy in the wheelchair there is doing such a good job. He's fighting the good fight. Give him a bowl of Lucky Charms and let him go out there and do his best. Okay, that was a horrible Irish accent. I know, but I had to do something. People have got to understand. I've been doing martial arts for 10 years. Now, for somebody, you're cutting off your eye, baby. For somebody that has been in martial arts as long as I have, and for somebody that has been in martial arts for 50 years, when you are a black belt and you earn that title, and Lord, how mercy do you earn it? Good God in the world. I've gone through pure heck. I want to say another word, but I'm not. Hang in there, Nikki. Come on, baby. Hang in there. Don't you die on me. Live, Nikki. I want you to live. Okay. But I'm having fun on this today, y'all. It really hurts me for people to be demoralized when they put you down and demean it because you're in a chair, and they're trying to make it positive by talking baby talk or by saying, look at there, he actually fought the good fight and did a really good job. We're so proud of him there. I don't understand why all the people are Irish. I'm just letting you know that the accent it's not me. And Josh, as an instructor, I mean, you've dealt with it, most of your martial arts career. That is why I want to drive this home. People that have disabilities are level-minded people. Not everybody, but people that have disabilities. Let me ask Emily this question. Do you see yourself as a person that has a disability? What do you see yourself as?
I do, but I see more of my personality more than anything, so I hope that shines through mostly.
Could you talk about, or would you mind talking about the service that you had where the people they were, I think, paid to hang out with you or paid to spend time with you during the day, and how it made you feel?
Yeah, it was to help me with do certain activity and goals, but they were also paid to be there for me certain times a day, and yeah, it's their job, but it feels like they're just being my friend because they're paid to and not because they want to.
So do you feel like you've actually had a friend that you could rely on?
I've met some people where I felt like I was for a while, but then they kind of drifted off and did their own did their own thing.
Why do you think that happened?
Because I guess for them maybe it was just more of a job for them and not much else.
Do you feel like they got tired?
Which I can understand. I mean, they have their own lives, so. But
all right.
It still sucks and it hurts.
So what Emily is talking about, there's a service that is provided, whether you volunteer at a soup kitchen or Helping Hands or whatever the name of the service. I think it was
People Helping People.
Yeah, People Helping People or something like that.
Something like that.
To where they pay for usually a younger person to come in, or a person of your own age to come in and actually do things with you. That's a great service. Okay, I understand, and I'm not demeaning the service. But where we're coming,
I'm just talking about in my situation, I felt that way. I don't mean to say it for any other people.
Emily is blessed enough to be able to walk. I am blessed enough to have Emily as my wife. I am blessed enough to have Emily as my helper, my companion, my friend, my lover, the person that I have been with for 4 years. And to listen to her talk about this and to see the pain and the hurt in her eyes when she explains it. I don't want a friend because I pay you $40 a time for you to come out and help me mop the floor. Okay? A job and a friendship are two different things. And I can scream and yell and be funny and fall all over the floor, but I'm being real serious here. When you are my friend, you are my friend. And being friends, look, I have heard this said, and I'm going to put a little spin on it. Being friends with someone who has a disability, I've heard it said, is a lot of work. When you have to pick up things for them, when they drop something and you pick it up for them, or to help them get their shoes on, or to help them get their socks on, because they ask you. Yes, I have to have help with that, and I'm not afraid to say it. Okay? But here's the thing. Communication, I have talked about that in marriage. I have talked about that in life. When able-bodied people who are able to walk, ambulatory, that is the name for a walking person. When a person is able to walk, man or woman, if you don't want to help somebody, if you don't want to do something, look at the person and tell them point blank, look, no offense, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Do you think that a person that has a disability has never heard the word no? I hate people when I'm out with my 8-year-old son view me lower than my son. I am a great father. Look, Charles, I'm gonna hit that in just a minute. So hey, JP, big JP Jackson done joined the show. I was hoping JP would get on today. Lord have mercy. I love JP, man. We were talking earlier before the show. Dang, man, I'm all happy. Got my people on the show today. Got me all right. Look, Charles did something. And I've said before, people with disabilities are some of the most dedicated people because they know what it's like not to have something, not to have life, because they've had it ripped away from them in a sense of, a person that can walk. Do you know what it's like not to be able to use your arms and legs, or have to struggle to get pants on, or have to struggle to get socks on or shoes on when you've never had it? You don't see it as a struggle because you've never had it. Some disabilities, some car accidents, some things like that make disabilities different. Every disability is different. Every case is different. But just because you're disabled doesn't mean you can't have children, doesn't mean you can't love children, doesn't mean you can't want children, doesn't mean you won't yearn for them, burn for them, love for them, do what you would do as a father or as a mother to be the best person that you can be. I one day will be a father. Whenever that day comes, I don't know. But I'm going to be the best father that I can be to the child that I have, whether it's adopted, whether it's babysitting, whether it's dog sitting, whether it's cat sitting. I'm going to be the best father that I can be because I'm going to give my all or I give nothing. I've said this before. And what irritates me as an individual is that because a person has a disability already, it is like someone waves a magic wand and they're automatically downgraded. They're automatically downgraded as an individual to say, look, this happened, so this person has a disability. They don't really have a child. When you have a child, it is a child. And you have to do all the same things. Change dirty diapers, console the child when they cry, Pick them up when they cry. Hold them when they cry. Love them when they cry. Be with them. Go through life with them. You have to experience it, but you also have to learn how to do all that. If you're a first-time parent, whether you got a disability or not, it's hard. It's hard to go through life being disabled and having a child too. Oh my Lord. But I would agree. You know, you have to look past this wall. The world has this wall of seeing a person as a disabled person. When you stop seeing the person as disabled and you start seeing them as able, that's when the world's going to change. That's when the wall's going to break down. That's when things are going to be different. That's when things are going to go different. That's when this barrier that we have as a society of being stupid, and that's what it is, it's stupid for society to look that just because somebody's black, white, green, has no arms, one leg, spina bifida, CP, autism, needs some water, mouth is dry, don't matter.
I agree with that, JP.
You know, I love that. Responsibility doesn't change because of disability. Good God Almighty, that should be a bumper sticker. Oh my Lord, JP done it again. That's beautiful, and it's real. See, that's the problem with life, and no matter how we as a people are treated, it's down all the way.
I know.
As no, you know, I really, I'm adopted.
I've been in 5 foster homes. That made me a much better father.
But see, here's the thing, Charles. You've learned from it, okay, and you've had to deal with all that because what's that saying? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you know, you look at life, and here's the thing: looking at life, I understand when you go through something as a person. I really don't want to be this naysayer to sit there and say, stop. But I see it so much. You know, I see people that go through cancer.
Yep, it's just how you roll.
You know, I tell people all the time that my wheelchair don't define me. It's just how you know, everybody has a pair of legs. It's all in how you use them. And hey, Sharon, how are you? Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. You know, and you look at it as a whole, as a person as a whole. I've said this when I was on the show with Miss Winnie 2 weeks ago. Whether I've got a disability or not, I still have one of these, which is a heart that beats every day. I still have one of these, which is a brain that thinks every day. And I still have thoughts and feelings and hurts and pains that I go through as an individual. And that doesn't change. And that doesn't matter about my disability or not. Because I still bleed, I still hurt, and I still go through the obstacles of life every single day. But sometimes I have to do it differently. And that in life, I think some people are so ignorant when it comes to disability because they don't know, because they're too afraid to ask a question or they don't know how to do it, that it makes it uncomfortable to sit there and say, I'm having trouble with this because.
They're also scared of what they don't understand.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. People are scared of what they don't understand, and that's 100% right. But the only way you deal with fear is to conquer it. And if you say to somebody, listen, I've never asked this question before. I realize you have a disability, but I don't want to offend you. That's all you have to do. Cross that bridge before you get to it and say, listen, I've never done. The first question I would ask Charles, I've never seen a boxer in a wheelchair before.
I want to see one of your fights.
I've got a bunch of them that are on this page. Lord have mercy, I follow them. We'll go to one, I promise you. Until I saw it, I was unaware of how it worked. Until I've seen the training that he's go through, until he's seen my training that I go through. That's how we met. Me as a martial artist and Charles as a boxer. And see, I don't say a disabled boxer. I hate that. Oh, God, it makes me sick. It makes me want to take a brick and just throw it at the person who came up with the phrase disabled boxer. Why do you have to put disabled in front of it? Everybody can see the chair in front of you. Goodness gracious, and if you're blind, you can sure enough tell somebody about it. My goodness, it's not that hard to figure out that a person has something that they deal with differently. But we got to put this stupid label in front of it that makes it all the center of the attention. Why can't Charles just be a boxer? Why can't DJ be a martial artist? Why can't Emily be an artist that paints? Why does everybody have to throw the word disabled or differently abled or label in front of it? It makes me sick. Makes me sick as an individual to sit there. It really is. It's painstakingly obvious that everybody has problems. It's painstakingly obvious that people have issues. But if we stop bringing the issue to the forefront and deal with the person, then it still makes it a person. Let me ask you this, folks, 5 of you that are listening, and whoever's listening on Let Go Radio right now, when you cut yourself or when you fall, do you say, oh, that disabled person cut himself? Oh, that disabled person cut herself? Or do you say, I cut myself, oh my God, let me get a Band-Aid, let me get a napkin? Do you put the disability in front of it then? When you stub your toe on the bottom of the fridge, when you stub your toe, do you say, oh my God, the disabled person stubbed their toe? Oh my Lord, I done kicked the fridge. The disabled person done kicked the fridge. You know what I say? Holy, I done stubbed my toe. That's what I say. I don't put disabled. I don't put anything in front of it. It is what it is. The thing happened. Stop putting labels in front of stuff. Almost said something different. Stop putting labels in front of stuff to make it sound worse than what it is. When you break your arm and fall from a tree, does that make you disabled? No. Go ahead. It's funny because, see, this is what people do. It's the way that people rationalize things. It's the way that people, because so different into do what? Because so different into.
I think he's saying the disability is so different and weird to some people.
But see, it's based on what they see. It's based on what that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. We need to stop looking at what is happening and putting disability in front of it. It's like, okay, like the walk for cerebral palsy. I'm sorry. Don't you fall because I ain't helping you up. I just want to let you know. You got to take the disability out of the ability. Plain and simple. You got to take the disability out of the ability. And I love this. We've had viewers the entire time on this show because it's such a serious subject that people put disability first and people second, and that's not right. That's not the right way to go through life. That's not the right way to go through life. You got to go through life as an individual without the disability, but just because you still have it doesn't mean it takes your forefront. There has to be a time where you say enough is enough. Oh, DJ cut himself. Oh, Charles cut himself. Let me go help him out. Fine. Don't say the disabled kid in the chair stubbed his toe. The disabled kid in the chair cut himself. Stop making that the forefront. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. The next person I see that is able-bodied and puts disability in front of something, I'm going to smack him right in the face. And the reason I say that is because I have been disciplined for so long to say, oh, it's okay, I understand. Oh, it's okay, you didn't understand. Oh, if you want to understand, ask some freaking body. Stop making excuses and fix it. It is not that hard. I like that, JP. I really do. I have a disability, the ability to diss you when you highlight my disability. Yeah, baby. I like that one. That's a good one. Listen, guys, you can contact us on the Sports Minion Radio Show at yahoo.com. You can contact me on YouTube at the Sports Minion Radio Show. You can contact me on Facebook Live under DJ Carter, Dennis Carter, the Sports Minion. Please, please, please keep your comments, questions, concerns, topics coming. Remember, next week the show is going to be the same, but after that, we are moving the Sports Minion Radio Show to Friday. It's a 30-minute show from 5:30 to 6. My CP does not define me. D to the J with a rollaway is still going to be here on Wednesdays from 2 to 3. Guys, please tune in. Please watch. Please, please, please share. Please, please, please push this in all your groups. I want to get this over 1,000 views. I want to get this over 2,000 views. I want to push this to the end. I want to share this everywhere. I want people to see this, and I want people to react the way that we are reacting as a people. We are a people. We are not disabled people. We are not different people. We are people, and I believe that we should be treated as such. Dude, you are awesome. You are awesome. Thank you so much, Charles. I appreciate it, man. I know we're going a little bit, but it hurts me so badly to go through this show and know that there are still thousands and thousands of people out there. There are thousands and thousands of people out there that, thank you, Nikki, that don't see this and that don't look at it because it has a link on it. And that don't look at it and say, stop advertising your business. This is not a business. This is real life. This is not a showmanship speech. This is real life. This is public speaking. This is what I do right here. When I have 6 people the entire time of my show, 5, 6, 7, 4, 3, 2, when I have that many people on watching this show on Facebook Live and I have no idea how many people are listening on Let Go Radio right now, this is what I want to do. This is the total. I want to see this jump from 6 to 200. I want to see this jump from 200 views to 2,000 because I want this to get out and I want people to realize that it is important to show the person and the ability, but don't take the disability out of them. Yes, it's part of them. Yes, it is part of who they are, but it does not make them who they are. It is helped to make them who they are. It does not define them. It does not, because they're in a chair, they're not different. That doesn't make them different. They may look at life a different way. They may do things in a different way. They may choose to see things in a different light. But if you talk to a person that's in a chair, or you go to a person that has Down syndrome, or you go to a person that has ALS, you might freaking learn something. And you might say, you know what? Regardless of what's wrong with them, they're still people. And when we can get to that point as a whole, when we can get to that as an individual, that's when we're going to break down the barrier. That's when this disability thing is going to come crashing down. And that's when we can make a change in someone's life. Guys, I'm DJ, the Sports Minion, D to the J with a rollaway. This is Emily, my wife. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We love you so much. Thank you for the emails, the shares, and the people that stay behind the scenes and watch me and call me and message me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for viewing these shows and sharing these shows and putting them everywhere. We got 41 comments on this show right now. That is a high for our show. It continues. Episode 46. I've done 46 of these, and every one continues to grow and get better. Listen, I always say this: if you can't be good, be bad, but be good at it. This is D to the J with a roll away, saying join us next week for the Sports Minion Radio Show in its final episode before it goes all by itself. Make sure that y'all tune in to, next Wednesday from 2 to 3. If you can't be good, be bad, but be good at it. This is D to the J with a roll away, and Emma saying we'll see you later, guys. Take care.